Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye has friends. No, really, Jeff has friends. Jeff's friends are on this podcast. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship.
Friendship.
Welcome back to Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast, episode 99. Guys, I can't tell you how honored and flattered I am. 99 episodes of bringing my friends into your ears. When I started this, I was very excited. Jumped to a few weeks before I started, I was like frightened. And then a few weeks before that, I never even thought I'd have a podcast. So I'm very, 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 very super excited. It's been 99 weeks of sharing the people that I love most in my life with you and having you get to know them and follow them and talk about them or hear our stories. Whatever you've done with these friends, I hope that in the after the 100th episode, you continue to learn about these people, but also feel like you know them or feel like you can go to their comedy shows or watch their movies and go, I feel like I know a little bit more about that guy because Jeff Dye loves him so much. Or woman. I said guy like when we say guys. So, sorry, feminist listeners. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making us the #1 friendship podcast in the world. I've never checked that statistic. I'm just so certain it's got to be real. Who's doing friendship better than this? Nobody. And we appreciate you guys for listening. Next week is episode 100. Very big deal for us. Send gifts, send champagne, send little tippies, follow us on Venmo, shoot us a little money, little thing to celebrate with each other, little dinner action. We'll send food. We'll eat it right out the box. This episode, it's just me and Tony. Just kicking it. We're going to give you some fun, silly conversation banter. I know the last few episodes have been so chill, which is what a lot of people responding have liked. But also there was one episode that was like dominantly baseball talk. And then we used to be very guilty of talking too much wrestling. So this is an episode where we're going to give you some silly stuff and play along, and me and Tony are just going to deep dive on that internet and give you some gold. Thank you guys for listening. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, please do. It's patreon.com/Jeff Dye, and you can follow there. You'll get free comedy club tickets if you subscribe to the Patreon. You'll also get to watch each episode every Wednesday, correspond with me, message me, meet and greets. You get all that for $10 a month, and we appreciate every single cent of that. Goes right back into what you're watching. And if you don't want to pay anything and you just want to listen to this, that's okay. We love you. Go to iTunes, go wherever you subscribe to podcasts and sub. And we appreciate that. And we'd also appreciate if you shared it, told somebody about it. We would love that. Give us a high rating or a review. We don't care. We just want you to be more part of our lives because we're greedy. Without that, let's get right into this episode, week 99. And action. What's up, bub?
Lights, camera,
it feels
action.
weird calling you bub now.
Yeah, it's ruined forever.
Yeah, I'm like, so.
You called him bub for a good reason. Now you just ruined your lexicon.
I know. I call it, and so when Terry would call people bub, I liked it. So at Terry Bradshaw, so I start calling people bub, and it's like so contagious. I have friends of friends who call people bub because they hear me call people bub.
Yeah.
And then I get a dog. It's like, I should name him Bub because I say that all the time. But now it's weird when I call other people Bub.
Yeah, it's ruined. I just know it from Wolverine.
It's tricky. Yeah.
Wolverine said,
maybe Terry got it from Wolverine.
Maybe.
I mean, Wolverine's older than Terry Bradshaw. That's impossible, actually. Terry's 71, and when did Marvel Comics come out with the...
Well,
not 1971.
I don't know when they started with Wolverine, yeah.
He had that orange cover. His first comic book was like an orange cover.
Yeah.
And I would guess probably like late 80s, early 90s. So Terry Bradshaw's...
X-Men were around in the 80s, and he might have been around before the official X-Men.
I bet they had Wolverine talk like that because he's Southern or something.
Hold the phone. Because the Avengers, he's been an Avenger.
Okay.
And the Avengers were around in like the 70s.
Yeah, but I bet he wasn't an original Avenger. Because I know his first comic book episode.
Let me Google.
That's what I'm doing. What did you think I was texting?
Let's race. Wolverine first appearance Incredible Hulk 1980 or 180 October 1974.
And I told you that it was orange. Terry Bradshaw was already winning Super Bowls by the time it was 1974.
Yeah. But maybe he wasn't calling people bub yet.
Yeah, it'd be too hard to tell.
Yeah.
But but I think that they probably wrote Wolverine to say bub because people in the South say bub, and that's the only reason Terry says bub.
Yeah.
It's probably like some Southern, like Louisiana thing or some sort of like.
He's Canadian though, but.
What do you mean?
Wolverine. He's not Southern.
Oh, he's not Southern?
No, he's Canadian.
Oh, well, either way.
Either way.
I bet Terry and Wolverine weren't saying bub before anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
But one's fictional, so Terry wins. Terry Bradshaw wins.
Yes.
I love Terry Bradshaw. He got a new television show called The Bradshaw Bunch, which you'll be seeing me on. I'm excited to be on it. I'm his son, dude, so I get to be in it.
I'm sad I've never met Terry Bradshaw yet.
I know. Well,
one of these days.
Any one of my friends who's met him, they went to Texas with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they went to a
Fox Sunday.
Yeah, like see, we could go to Fox Sunday. It wouldn't be hard. That's super easy.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Let's get you to meet the TB. I'm excited, though. The only bad part is, and hopefully no one will hear this that would care, but like, they're treating the Bradshaw Bunch like unlike any other television show I've ever worked on, where they're just like, yeah, we would love to have you. Just come to Texas. It's like, that's not how TV works.
Yeah.
You reach out to my agent, you talk about travel coordination, you tell me if I'll be compensated.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to go be on a TV show for free. And that's not Terry treating it like that. That's literally the showrunners going, yeah, text me like, we'd love to have you. Come on down. Well, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Are we shooting a thing? Like, is it like so they're treating it super casual, and I'm not, no disrespect to anybody at all whatsoever, but I'm not going to go be on a TV show for free. That's not how TV works. This isn't the local news.
I've done that.
You've been on TV for free?
Well, I was on Let's Make a Deal.
Were you on there for free?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was playing for prizes. Like I was a contestant.
Oh, yeah, you were a contestant. That's different.
Yeah.
You weren't just giving them free content, though.
No.
And then like doing like somewhat produced things and then leaving and being like, thanks for putting me on a TV show. That's not how it works.
No.
Yeah, you got prizes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they're not going to pay me, I'll start treating that show like I'm a contestant. And I'll just be leaving. I'll leave with like a little tripod, from the production team.
Yeah.
Or I'll go in and grab some GoPros. Or I'll steal all the food from craft services.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what's going on here? It's like, I'm a contestant. Look what I won on this episode.
That's right.
You scoundrels.
Yeah.
Little scoundies. All right, so hit me with some of this internet shit like I told him.
Okay, there's some would you rathers.
Here's a segment we like to call, we invented this, and this is trademarked and copyrighted. Would you rather?
Yeah.
We invented that.
You're welcome.
On the Jeff Dice Friendship Podcast.
And you can play with your friends, maybe.
Don't question it.
You can come up with your own ideas.
Don't question it.
And just make sure you thank us every time you do it.
Yes.
In writing.
Yes.
In posts.
Don't question it.
In money.
Yes. We were first.
Send it to us.
Also, in fact, here's what I'd like you to do when we post this clip. I'd like you to, in your comments, say what you would rather. So we'll do the would you rathers, and then in the comments, you say what you would rather. Here's a good note for would you rather. And I know I don't have to tell you this because we've already talked about it a long time ago. And B, you're smarter than most people. I hate when people play Would You Rather, and I'll do like an easy one, right? For this example, I'll say like, would you rather be bald or would you rather be 9 feet tall? And they this is what stupid people do. Well, I'd just be bald because I'd buy a wig. And you're like,
no, that's
not the point of the exercise.
Right.
If you could just correct it with some sort of thing, like, would you rather be cold all the time or hot? I'll just wear a jacket. And you're like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You have to deal with the thing. It's like, what would you rather put up with? So, all right, hit me with that. Would you rather? Trademarked by the Jeff Dye Friendship Podcast. Would you rather?
Here's the first one. Would you rather always have crumbs in your bed?
Okay.
Or
hate that.
Or always have sand in your shoes?
Ooh. Both awful.
Yeah.
But I would say sand and shoes if I have to choose. Because I wear shoes when I'm out and about, sometimes indoors.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to be comfortable in bed.
Always in bed. Ooh, yeah, crumbs.
You know what I'm
always.
saying? That's like saying, would you rather affect your tootsies when you're out in the world or your sleep?
Yeah.
Like I need my
kind of
sleep.
Breaking your rule?
What do you mean?
Like it's kind of the thing.
Breaking my rule would be like, well, I'd just get used to it. Like that'd be like
breaking your rule would be like, I just wouldn't wear shoes.
No, I would
I
wear
wouldn't wear
shoes.
shoes.
I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
like out and about all the time. Every time you have shoes on, right?
Okay, yeah.
Or am I wearing shoes 24 hours a day?
No, I think
So
it's
I'm
just
not in my
anytime,
bed 24 hours a
exactly.
day.
Yeah, anytime you wear shoes, because then you can also be like, I'll sleep on the couch. Like, no,
Yeah.
then you got crumbs in
No,
your couch.
I would take the sand in my shoes at all times.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
I thought I'd do the opposite because then I'm like, but oh god,
It's gross.
I'm already getting itchy thinking about it.
Well, it just makes you feel like what am I doing here?
Yeah,
I should
rocks.
have to shower.
What if they're rocks? Little rocks, not
in your shoes?
not fine sand, but like little. Like you get a fucking rock in your shoe. You're like, god damn it.
Oh,
you
that's
gotta,
the worst.
What if it's that rocks?
Then
instead
I
of sand?
choose crumbs in my bed.
Ooh,
I'd switch because I do walk heaps.
yeah, you walk a lot.
And I like not calling an Uber, and I like exploring towns. Like sometimes I'll wake up on the road, and I'm like, let's say I even sleep until noon. The first show's at 8 p.m.
Yeah, you got 7.5 hours.
Yeah, 7.5 hours to kill. I remember one time I woke up in Chattanooga, and I was like, "Where's the nearest like coffee shop?" And they're like, "There's a Starbucks, but it's about 12 miles that way." And I don't have a car. I'm not gonna rent a car, and this was before Uber, so I was like, "I'll just walk." And they're like, "That's a long walk," and I was like, if it's less than 8 hours."
Yeah. What was that?
Let's
Like
do
a
it.
3-hour walk?
I don't remember, but I do
Then you gotta
remember.
walk back.
I do remember regretting it. Not because the distance,
Yeah.
not because it wasn't like a nice walk, but it was super humid in Chattanooga.
Because I would walk to work.
So I'd be wet.
I would walk to work 3 miles a day, and it
Mhm.
would take me an hour.
Okay.
So if you're walking 12 at my pace, that's 4-hour walk.
I think that the owner ended up picking me up.
Mm.
Like I got there, sat on my computer, then texted the owner like, "Hey, can you drive me back from this coffee shop?"
Yeah.
But I don't remember. But I was wet when I got into the Starbucks. They couldn't
Sounds-
believe it. I
sounds
said I
terrible.
walked, and they go, "What?"
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I should have gave you free
I'm
iced
sweaty.
mocha.
Also, it might not have been 12 miles. It might have been like 7 or so. I don't really
Yeah.
remember. I'm making up that number, but it was far. And
Yeah.
everyone gave me credit all weekend. I was like, I walked to that Starbucks. They're like,
You should do Tough Mudder.
yeah, exactly. They were pretty impressed.
All right, here's one.
I'm ready.
Real tough though.
All right.
It's probably gonna be a
Here's
longer
another. Zing, 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 boom, bong. Would you rather? Trademarked.
comment your answers below. Would you rather
Yes.
find $5 on the ground
Pretty good one.
or get a random compliment 5 times from strangers over the next week? Suicide's not an option to get out of it.
I wasn't going to think that. What are you worried about? You're really worried about me, aren't you? So like that was the most underhanded like, hey, let's play this game.
That's what it says.
Let's play this game to motivate Jeff
Yeah.
to not end it all.
I just thought that was a funny tag to this one.
Okay.
Because it's usually
So-
like, would you rather kill your mom or
Right.
kill your dad? You can't kill yourself.
This
and this
is
one's
a-
like $5 or compliments. Can't kill yourself.
This is
It's
a
fun joke.
no-brainer for me because I love compliments, obviously. Like, and I love when people approach me. It's not because of I don't want to sound like a negative person, but I do think 5 an hour would get pretty annoying.
No, it's not 5 an hour.
What is it?
It's just 5 compliments from strangers over the next week.
Okay, well, I'll still take the money.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's $5.
I don't care what you say. You can say nice things about me.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not buying my lunch.
Right.
It's not buying my lunch.
Well, yeah, it's just money is harder to get than words.
I appreciate the comments.
I
below,
can get
though.
words. I can't get money this easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's mine. What would yours be? Patreons.
Patreons.
and
Patreonas.
followers.
Um,
You know what's funny is I said a thing on text this week. They're talking about me and some of my friends who aren't in show business were texting back and forth about followers, and they were like, "Well, Jeff, you have all these followers, and I don't have any." Blah blah. Blah. And I was like, "Well, as long as you have more than 12 followers, you're doing better than Jesus," you know, which is a pretty funny retort.
yeah.
But then I started thinking about it. No, there's 12 disciples. He's got billions of followers.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong. Jesus would have crushed the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you think about it,
Yeah.
more than Bieber at least,
Yeah.
which that's hard to
I mean,
do.
he'd probably be the most followed. I mean, he already is the most
Yeah.
followed.
So my little joke didn't even work, but
One.
my friends were too dumb to think of that response.
Yeah.
All right, so another would you rather?
Bum ba da bum 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 bum. Would you rather always have wet socks
Ugh.
or have socks with the elastic band on the top broken? So they're like loose on the top.
Oh, I'll take that.
They don't stay up.
I don't like that.
Of
But
course, yeah.
Just when you said wet socks growing up in
Already-
Seattle, like like
bottom of your jeans.
the smell that my feet used to smell like, because I'd have holes in my shoes and stuff. I didn't have
Yeah.
good money, or I didn't have money, so it was like I had bad money. So I would always have wet socks, and it was like, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but like the skin would break underneath my, like in between my toes and things, and they were like super pale and just wet and wrinkly, and it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a loose topped, saggy ass sock.
Yeah, I would say, loose socks.
We've all agreed on these, so like, let's go higher stakes.
I'm trying. Okay.
Can't find none?
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Jingle. Give it the jingle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Would you rather, featuring Jeff and Tony.
Would you rather? And comment below what you think Jeff is going to guess.
Oh,
and
that's good.
do it.
Maybe pause it.
And
then...
do it now. Don't cheat.
Yeah.
Would you rather? This is a good one for you. I don't know what you're going to say.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather be lonely or have friends that constantly annoy you?
Oh, okay. So pause and comment what you think I'm going to say. All right, we're back. Now, for me, I would much rather have friends that always annoy me. I think that, and that seems like a cliche answer, but they are always annoying me, so that sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a worse thing in the world than loneliness.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling. I mean, that's hell on earth. Some people are like, I like being alone, but that's not loneliness.
Yes.
Loneliness is different than being alone.
So I spend a lot of time alone.
Okay.
Like just in my room, tucked away. Like I'm happy.
Solitude.
Yeah. Like playing a game, watching a thing, just like at peace.
Right.
I hate being lonely. It's one of my biggest, like if I'm down, that's the number one culprit most of the time.
When I believe that the answer to all of the world's problems and all of homelessness and hunger and war, all those really tough to like solve things, is the opposite of loneliness, connectivity.
Yeah.
By being able to link with people sympathetically and empathetically and with kindness.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's when people get hung up on like, well, but they did this to us, or that's wrong, or we disagree fundamentally, or this is what's right and they're wrong. Like if you get past that somehow, I don't know how you would. It's that being connected and saying like, no, I love them above all. And that's like blah, blah, blah. And the polar opposite of that, like chaos and hell is loneliness. That's like the worst thing on planet Earth. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Because some people are like, I bet like there might be some girls listening going, I've heard so many girls say this. I like being alone. I'll even go to movies alone sometimes. You're like, that's fine. That's okay. That, It doesn't you're not like, that doesn't make you special or something like that. In fact, it's good. It's healthy that you can be by yourself like that. I'm not saying that's totally different. Also though, I don't go to movies alone because I get enough alone time. Yeah. I'm in airports all the time. I travel alone. I live alone. All these things. I've had enough Jeff time. Yeah. I want to be around people. People are what makes me happy. So that one is a no-brainer for me just because the term loneliness even rattled me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like loneliness. I'd have friends that I just want to punch in the face all the time.
Yeah. But I'd go, all right, I'll just yell at them.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather...
Wait. Would you rather... Gives us a good place to start for the clip. You know?
Yeah. Would you rather have 25% of someone's attention 100% of the time? So you always have just a quarter of my attention. I'm always doing something else.
Okay. That's a big pet peeve of mine.
Or would you rather have 100% of someone's attention 25% of the time?
Ooh, I'll take that. That's what everyone does. I think most people are doing 100% of their attention 25% of the time.
Yeah.
Because I think that some people think, I actually don't get mad if I'm talking to someone and they're in their phone.
Me either, yeah.
But there's certain people who are in their phone who can't listen and so those bother me. And it's not even about their phone. It's about the fact that they can't engage with me while they're looking at a phone. And so, I don't want that. That's a horrible feeling.
Yeah. I don't think I want anyone's attention any percent 100% of the time.
Yeah. You know? Like if it was like, you want 100% of my attention 100% of the time, you're like, no.
No, yeah.
That'd be way too much.
That's
way too much for anyone.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's tough, though, because so you only get 25% of my attention 100% of the time.
I'm confused.
No, you wanted 100% of my attention 25% of the time. Right. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
So, like, 1 out of every 4 minutes, I'm like, what? You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bing, 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 bing for a
And
minute, bing,
then-
bing, and then I'm like, ooh, tapper.
Right.
Then I'm like, what?
Dude,
What'd you say?
I did a thing today, and I don't want to say the situation because they'll be able to sniff out exactly what scenario I'm talking about. But I went
Code
and did
words.
a thing with a woman she's a
That's what they're calling it these days.
woman.
Doing a thing with
This one was a woman, professional woman. She works in the industry. We're supposed to be working together as professionals. Every time, and anyone else talks, she's charming. She like smiles. She engages with them. She's very capable. There's 10 people in the room. She's doing great with everyone. But whenever I talk, she immediately either leaves the room, will start a conversation with the person next to her, like while I'm speaking, like just kind of like, what did you think about? You're like, what? I'm talking to the whole group. Or C, in the unique, like maybe 10% of the time that she even acknowledges that I'm giving notes, feedback, or speaking, or even conversing, she would just disagree with me. She would just be like, she would even start with being like, I'm not trying to be a contrarian, but, and it's like, that didn't stop you from,
being a contrarian.
yeah, it was drove me crazy. So I don't want that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's awful.
Yeah.
You want to feel heard.
But you only get to feel heard 25% of the time.
Have we ever done Would You Rather on here before?
I don't think so.
It's our first time doing this segment, which is trademarked. Would you rather, Tony, would you rather be,
Oh, you
let's
got
say
one.
you're camping. right?
Okay.
And you're skipping rocks, just like on the water, pretty
Mhm.
harmless. You and, your loved ones are just out there just camping. And you're skipping rocks, and one of the rocks, not on purpose, but it skips up off the water, and it hits a little kid in the face. And the little kid falls to the ground. He's gushing open. He got hit with a rock in the face. Kid
Yeah.
lives. He's fine, but he
Yeah.
just got blasted by a rock.
Yeah.
Or you're skipping rocks and it hits a bald eagle in the face and kills the bald eagle. Would you rather kill the bald eagle, which I think is a felony?
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe not if it's an accident.
Yeah.
And then, or just hit a kid in the face with a rock. Now you got to explain to that family, a campsite, or like, oh my
Mhm.
God, I'm so sorry. It was a mistake. And,
Yeah. Kid in the face.
Okay.
For sure.
Really?
Because fuck him. He's fine.
Fuck him. He's bleeding.
Yeah, but we all
Also, like,
we've all been bleeding.
the uncomfortableness of being like,
Yeah,
you
it
just
sucks.
threw a rock in my kid's face.
Yeah, it sucks. It's not good. I'm not
Okay.
excited about it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I don't know, it's a story.
Yeah.
I've been busted open. Like I've been hit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
When I was little, a lot.
Like there's different, shit happens.
Hey, I kill the eagle. I do.
You do?
I kill that eagle. Because I don't have to answer to anyone when I kill an eagle, especially on accident.
You gotta answer to God, baby.
No, I don't. You go, that was a mistake. God wouldn't care. Put people here, animals there. Also, like, I just don't want to deal with the uncomfortability of having to be like, I am so sorry, I hit your little kid in the face. And then
You don't
watching
think there's gonna be people that are there that watched you murder?
Yeah, and
a
I just
bald
keep saying
eagle?
it's an accident.
Yeah, but they say I saw you throw that rock at that eagle. You murdered it.
On accident.
It looked like murder to me.
It was a death.
You were throwing rocks over here, and
It
then you
was
threw it there.
Manslaughter, for sure. Eagle slaughter. But it was definitely not like,
One of the last remaining of the species, and
My-
you killed it.
my heart was in a good place. I don't even think they're extinct anymore.
You killed it.
Not extinct. I don't think they're on the endangered list.
You just, I would just feel so. I've never killed any bugs,
Mhm.
but I don't feel bad about bugs.
Me neither.
But I've never hit a cat on
Me neither.
driving
Yeah.
a possum.
I'll admit
I've
something.
almost hit a possum. but
I'll
I
admit something
swerved.
that I've done that I regret.
Oh shit!
Here's my penance, my offering. I killed some rabbits.
Did you?
Oh yeah, and I feel gross about it. If you look through some photos, I got some photos of me like holding decapitated rabbit heads.
Why?
It's disgusting. So when I was pretty young, or not pretty young, I was definitely old enough to know better. I was probably like 18 or 19, 20. We went to this ranch of these farmers, and the farmers aren't allowed to kill these jackrabbits, but the jackrabbits jack up all their crops. So the farmer would say, hey, take these guns, take my truck, take that big spotlight, and in the middle of the night, I'll just turn a blind eye and I'll throw you some money to go kill those jackrabbits. So me and my buddies were just in a truck. It was before we drank and stuff. I wasn't drinking yet. So at least that part was safe. And we would just drive these trucks through the farmlands, and we would see like a big plot of jackrabbits. We'd shine this big like 9 million watt like candlelight thing at a, and the rabbits would like freeze, and then we would just shoot the rabbits, and then we would go collect them in the back of this truck. And so many things illegal about that. Like, it's illegal for the farmer to do that. It's illegal to spotlight hunt anything. It was illegal to, or it was just kind of inhumane to kill all those rabbits. And also, we were kind of like at an age where we were like gluttonous about it too. Like,
Please tell me this isn't a true story.
It's a true story. Jackrabbits. They weren't like cute little bunnies. These are like ugly. I mean, I still feel horrible about it. I don't even eat meat. But like at that age,
I
was just like,
I can't believe you're
it's
telling
fine.
us.
I regret it. I've changed. I'm not like that no more, but it was gross. And it was also like, the farmer was like, thank you so much. You guys, you don't have no idea what you're doing. I mean, and also that farm life, like, and maybe some of you listeners can vouch for this or comment about it. That farm life's different.
Yeah.
I watched them smoke some cute little, like, field mice. Have you ever seen what a field mouse looks like?
Yeah.
It's so cute. It popped its like little head out, and just a poof, and they just blasted it. And I was like, you're a disgusting person. Like my friend that shot it.
But they got to save.
Because the farmers believe, like, well, we're saving the crops, animals, or whatever. Like, they treat those jackrabbits and those field mice and
enemies,
moles, and all these different things. And I don't know about possum, but like critters like that, they treat them the way we treat bugs. They just stomp out a spider or something. So, it's just different culture down there for sure. And I was a part of that culture for a brief moment in time, and I regret it. And I'm sorry, America. That's a Patreon exclusive. That's not for everybody. That's not an Instagram clip right there.
That's what I was like. I don't know.
That's not an Instagram clip.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
That's just that's me opening up to my friends on the Friendship podcast. I'm ready.
You did open up.
Yeah. Well, we all did things we regret. You killed a lady. Remember that?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about it on the.
What if that was true? Remember when I had to help you remove that body?
Yes. I can't believe you said yes.
You killed a lady.
I was like, I killed this broad. Can you help?
Hey, that's when I also used to subscribe to Snitches Get Stitches, which I don't anymore. Because it's stupid to subscribe to that. We're not in prison.
I would never harm a lady. I love the ladies.
Me too.
And the men. And the days.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Tony likes men and women. That's gay, dude. He's bisexual. Is bisexual gay? That's bi, dude.
I don't know.
He's super bi.
Maybe I'm asexual. Maybe I'm pansexual.
No, asexual would mean neither.
Maybe I'm pansexual.
What's that when you like pans? I don't know how these sexualities
I get hungry
work.
often.
It's confusing.
Jingle.
Oh, yeah. Would you rather? Featuring Jeff Dye and Tony Reavis.
Would you rather choose when you die
Okay.
or how you die?
Oh, I get to choose it or know it?
Choose.
Hmm.
Choose your destiny.
Oh, my God. Because I just would never want to die.
Never?
Maybe when I get real old or something. I'm in pain or something.
Because it's like that. Like, did you read Tuck Everlasting in elementary school? They drink of like the fountain of youth or whatever, and they stay alive forever. And it's like, why would you want to be immortal?
Well,
everyone and everything.
There's a big difference there. I don't want to I don't need to live to 200 years.
Sure,
but I think there's a difference between
watching
dying
everyone you know and love die
at
before
30 or something, and then dying at like 80.
Yeah,
knowing that like I'm gonna choose 80.
Yeah,
that'd be much better.
Yeah, but you could just get straight up like your head cut off or something horrifying.
Yeah. So I would choose,
or you can choose.
I think it's kind of the same.
I'd rather just die in my sleep peacefully, but that might happen.
You don't know
tomorrow.
Well, you might. So let's just say you choose when you die, and you didn't get to choose how, and you still get head chopped off with a chainsaw. But then you choose. It could be both. Oh no, because how would be
because you choose how.
Yeah,
so it's like if I'm choosing how I'm gonna die,
that is tricky.
I'm gonna choose to. I just want to pass away in my sleep.
Comment below what you think. I think mine is gonna be not what you think I'd pick. What you would do.
I would want.
I think I'd still choose when.
Me too. I would choose when, and do you know when you would
just
choose?
Roll that dice.
Do you have to see? Here's another caveat. Do you have to pick a specific day, or can I give you? Yeah, caveat. Caveat.
Isn't it? Caveat.
Caveat.
It's not caveat. It's caveat. Gosh dang it! Don't say it for a second. And the only caveat, not caveat.
I think it's both, man.
Caveat.
I think you said it either way.
All right. Now it's confusing. Go ahead.
Regardless. Do you have to choose like this day, this time, boom? Or can I say like, you know what?
That was good.
I want to die. Yeah, I choose to die like whatever's gonna be like the worst day for me, like worst lot. Like if I'm gonna be married and have kids or whatever, and like whatever's gonna be like the day that I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I lose my loved ones, I'm like, I don't want to go on anymore. It's like I want to die a minute before that happens. So then
I see.
So then I never have to. But then I still don't know when it's going to happen. I just know it's going to be at that time. Or do I say when I turn 112,
Right.
I've seen enough, or
That'd
or
be tricky.
maybe it's you just live. You just choose whenever you go. So you don't choose ahead of time. You just go, yeah, now's the time.
Yeah, can I do both?
But
I
that
want
way,
to choose how and when.
no. So here's
I'm
the thing.
greedy,
I just
baby.
I just debunked it. You do have to pick ahead of time when, because you don't know how. So you can't just go, I've had enough now, and then someone ganks you, stabs you. That's not how it works. You choose when or how.
Right.
So it's like you choose now, today, now, when or how,
I choose when.
and when. When's your answer?
I would like to live to be 100.
Exactly.
Sure.
Your 100th birthday.
Yeah.
All right. Imagine that day, your 100th birthday.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel healthy.
Well,
So
that's,
you're like,
I know,
so you're
but
like watching around.
I don't
like,
think I'd want to know.
you're gonna get shot. You're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, that does suck.
'cause now
Because
that day-
knowing when,
that day, you're just like, fuck.
those are supposed to be two positives,
shit.
right? You it's a positive that I'll get to choose how I die, and it's a positive that I'll get to choose when I die. But the problem is, if you know it now and you're choosing when, that just creates this incredible anxiety of anticipation
Mhm.
of knowing when. So then I would choose how.
It's the beautiful thing about living like tomorrow could
That's
be
the
your
only
last
thing
day.
that separates us from animals, by the way, is knowing tomorrow. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So like the only reason I would never kill someone, that's not true. I would never kill someone because I don't want to. But a big reason why a lot of humans won't commit murder or something like that is because we know tomorrow there'll be consequences for that.
Yeah.
Where a bear will just murder something, not ever thinking about his day tomorrow.
Yeah.
A bear doesn't go, I don't know, tomorrow might
They're
be.
thinking now.
Yeah, they're only thinking about now. They're reactionary.
Like human jerky right
we
now.
plan.
So you're changing your
Ugh.
answer to how.
Yeah, because I don't want to know when.
And then how would you choose to die?
Do
you wanna go out like a baller?
freak chainsaw cutting off my head.
Just the
I've always been reckless with my choices.
just the exact opposite of what, it's like, then what's the point? 'Cause-
Something painful where I get set on fire while like a bunch of people are throwing daggers at me.
Yeah.
Something long and grueling.
I want it to take
I've always
far
been
too long.
I've always been horrible at this game, to be honest.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna choose how.
I like that.
But I don't need to go out like a G. I'm going out fucking.
I die with street cred.
I'm going out peacefully,
Oh, boo.
and I'm just gonna say deuces and just like.
Don't you think
in
that's
my
kind of
sleep.
the pussy way out, though?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm totally fine with
Hey,
it.
if you want to die, pussy, man.
Hey,
If that's how you want to die,
what's wrong with pussies, dude?
well, I like vaginas.
I'm obsessed with them.
I'm talking about sissy ass boys like you who go, I want to die in my sleep. Not me, man. If you're gonna kill me in my sleep, run me over with an ATV while I'm asleep. Squash me slowly with the tires have
Die slow, motherfucker. Die
thumbtacks
slow.
on it like Mick
My
Foley.
fofo make sure all your kids don't
Like
grow.
Terry Funk's driving this monster truck ATV.
Can we
And
talk
it
about
sounds
that?
gross. What?
Hip hop beef used to be so much better back in the 90s.
It's whack now.
Now it's just like all this, like, I got this dirt on you. Tupac said,
I don't even like it then.
Tupac said, die slow, motherfucker. Die slow.
Yeah.
My fofo make sure all your kids don't grow.
My take on hip hop is not
poetry.
popular or well received. I don't
poetry.
like it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
look how tough we are. Look how rich we are. Like, I don't understand. Why would that be good? If any one of my friends came into my house and started being like, man, I got all this money. Look how rich. I'm so much richer than you. You don't have as much money. You should be, oh, I got all these hoes and you didn't. You're a whack ass dude. You're not
Yeah.
as tough as I'm mean all the time. I was like, I wouldn't hang out with that person ever.
Yet you sit here and try to bash me about wanting to die peacefully in my sleep.
Well, because
How
That's
the tables
about-
have turned.
being a tough guy. That's different than being a hip hop guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're doing another one?
Jingle. Yeah.
All right, last one.
Here we go. Last one.
Would you rather? Gosh, I sing good. Can we auto tune that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Would you rather discover that your significant other has been cheating on you your entire relationship, or discover that your significant other never existed?
Oh my God. Also, that's as shocked as I was when I told you about murdering all those rabbits, which, by the way, is a bad shot. I killed 2. The other guys killed a lot. Is how I felt when you read that. I guess I'd like to discover that my significant other is cheating like 85% of the rest of the community. I don't know. I know tons of people that have been caught that have had someone cheat on them. I don't know anyone who's had a fictional girlfriend.
I do.
Who?
Well, not personally, but
They've been catfished?
yeah.
I had a couple buddies like that. But that's way more humiliating.
Yeah. Well,
It's less common, which makes it more humiliating.
but it's less. It's less personal.
It took all the things you were with them, it made it all fake.
Is that what we're saying? I thought the question was they never existed. Like, is it getting cheated on the entire time or getting catfished? I think that's a different thing. I thought it's like they never existed. You wake up one day and they're just gone, and they're just not real.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
No. Like, is it like I've spent time with this person? I've been with this person. I've went on
that's
dates.
what I think. It's like that
with
they
this
were all
person.
a part of your imagination, like Fight Club.
Right. And then they disappear. I think I'd rather do that.
No way.
Why not? Because I'm not going to date this person I find out is
'Cause,
cheating
Tony,
on me anyways.
Think about the social aspect of everything else, and now you've got that. Like, your friends aren't going to say, "Hey, what happened to Olivia?" You're going to be like,
Yeah.
You're going to be like, you probably were talking about someone that didn't exist
It's like,
the whole
hey,
time.
have you seen Olivia today?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck
And like,
are
what are you still? Tony still thinks he has a girlfriend that we've never seen. You know, like it's like
Yeah.
a mental problem as opposed to just like you could vent to your friend about how your
know.
girlfriend cheated on you,
Yeah.
and they'll probably even sympathize. Like, yeah, I've had
Sure,
people
sure.
that cheat on me before.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the
One
thing.
makes you a crazy person, and the other one makes you like regular society.
But here's the thing. But as part of the question, because we get to choose, and then they never exist. Does it fuck with us, or do we like?
Yes.
Oh, or are we like? Oh, that was a part of my imagination, and then you just move on.
I don't think if you had a.
Do you have to keep holding on to it? Because if I realize it, and I know it's like, in this fantasy world of the would you rather,
Yeah.
I realize it. Can I just be like, oh, that's weird, and then now go find a human lady?
I bet both would be pretty traumatizing.
Yeah,
Being cheated on is a horrible feeling.
it's happened.
And
It happened to me.
And also finding out that
right.
someone you're dating isn't real, you'd have to look inward pretty hard.
And that's sad too, because it could be a great relationship,
You don't even get the positives.
and it's gone now.
yeah.
and you're
Because
like,
at least
"Oh,
like so
fuck."
like any relationship I've ever been in, ever, there were positives and there were negatives. So when we broke up and we left, I chose to remember the positives, and I chose to say, you know what, I got a lot of good of that. I grew out of that. I had a
Yeah.
friend for a little while with really good memories, really fun stories, and some cool things happened. I don't hold on to the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I just go, oh yeah, she was cool, and that was like a season of my life.
Yeah,
Whereas if you find out they don't exist, you can't even talk about that. You didn't learn nothing. All you really learned is you got some problems.
yeah.
You're like,
You know
it's
what?
you having sex, and then all of a sudden you look back on that memory and you're just like making out with no one.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man,
Had fun doing it though.
I can't believe.
No.
Well, I used to say how me and my ex-girlfriend made love in a crowded restaurant, and then jump back. It's just you at a restaurant going like this, and they're
Against a
like,
fern.
they're like, you got to leave.
All right, I choose the cheat because I've been cheated on,
Yeah, and you got through it,
and I'm
and you're fine now.
just fine, baby.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
But you'd still be reflecting, like, I dated someone that didn't exist for 3 years.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
We're talking about the difference between. I'm trying to think of a good movie where someone cheats. Do you know any movies where someone cheats? Can't name any movie titles where someone cheats.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Someone cheats in that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like being the character from Crazy Rich Asians or being Edward Norton's character from Fight Club.
Yeah.
He set his own apartment on fire.
Yeah.
He fought himself in a
Yeah.
back alley.
Yeah. Crazy Rich Asians. She's just like later, and then
Yep.
she's the pimp.
Yeah. Now she's a boss
Yeah.
who dealt
Fuck.
through it, been through something.
Yeah.
Figured it out. Hey, what are we plugging? This week. Actually, tonight is the last night that I'm at
Or
Howie Mandel's.
maybe another night, Thursday too.
I don't know. I think, but we'll look it up. Howie Mandel's comedy club in Atlantic City. I am there. I'm checking right now.
While you check, I'll do. Follow me on social media. I am Tony Reavis on Instagram, Twitter. Follow our podcast Instagram, So if you're on Instagram, you can see clips and fun stuff and get in the conversation at Jeff Dice Friendship. Watch old episodes, youtube.com/Jeff Dice Friendship Podcast.
Check it out.
Join the Patreon for new episodes. Screen Peekers coming with the hotness soon. Jeff and Tony Play. Coming back with the hotness soon.
It almost feels like it's a retro. Brought back by popular demand.
Yeah.
Very excited.
And
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tonight and tomorrow, you can see me in Atlantic City at Howie Mandel's Comedy Club. Tonight and tomorrow. Please come.
Next week, century mark, baby. Episode 100.
That's right. Yeah, and you guys, I'm
100.
telling you, get ready for some action. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Subscribe to the Patreon, please. Please. We got to grow this thing.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. We out.
Friendship.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget, next week is episode 100. Still plenty of time to buy tickets for my shows tonight and tomorrow in Atlantic City. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough for making this a great podcast, and we've had a lot of fun, and we can't wait to celebrate the 100th week with you next week. If you're a Patreon subscriber, fire at me. Let's talk. Let's text. If you want to come to the shows tonight, they're free for you if you're a Patreon subscriber. Or if you live in the area, or I'm going to be in your area soon, subscribe to the Patreon just to get you free tickets. It'd be great. Anyways, we love you. Bye.